Good evening, and welcome to the Kennedy Center and the Terrace Gallery. This is tonight's Millennium stage performance. It's our nightly performance series brought to you by Target. We're here 365 days a year at 6 p.m. every single night, bringing you the best in music, theater, dance, and more. If you're ever unable to join us in person, you can find us online at www.kennedy-center.org, where we broadcast each night's performance live, as well as make past performances available in our archives. And now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Doug Bowles, Alex Hassan, and Karin Paludan with The Greatest Songs You've Never Heard.
As a talker, I always could get by. With the gift of gab, I was a handy chap. All wisecracks were a cinch, and when in a pinch, my vocabulary was no handicap. For when stuck for words, I simply made up some. Then one look at you, and I went done. Hopeless, helpless, lovesick and blue. No way to say how I love you with a mouthful of sweet things that I can't utter. I simply repeat things, stammer and stutter. Oh, tongue-tied, bashful, pity my state. And my dear, I daren't demonstrate how crazy for you. What can I do? Hopeless, helpless, lovesick and blue. All right, massacre that thing over there, boy. Yes, yes. He has a third arm, ladies and gentlemen. Second verse, same as the first. Hopeless, helpless, lovesick and blue. No way to say how I love you with a mouthful of sweet things I can't utter. I simply repeat things, repeat things, repeat things. Oh, tongue-tied, bashful, pity my state. And my dear, I daren't demonstrate how crazy for you. What can I do? Hopeless, helpless, lovesick and blue.
Well, now for the slightly nerdish part of the evening. For the last 6 months or so, I've been absolutely transfixed by a database that has been created at the Library of Congress. And this database allows anybody, whether you're at home or whether you're at the Library of Congress, to find out exactly what their holdings are in film, show, opera, and operetta. And, I mean, the nerd here, this was absolute manna from heaven. So I was on this for weeks on end, and I would go over there, and 3,000 photocopied pages later, total heaven. The best songs remained on the piano for weeks, and those best songs are probably a good number of those that you're going to be hearing tonight. Now, right after, so let me follow up that with saying that hot number you just heard Doug sing, called Hopeless, Helpless, Lovesick, and Blue, is a lonely little manuscript at the Library of Congress in a file folder called Give 'em the Axe. 1930, Paramount. It's a film that never got filmed. So all that's left of this film is this lonely little manuscript by a songwriter named Dave Dreyer. Dave Dreyer is better known for Me and My Shadow, but proving that he could do something a lot harder than Me and My Shadow. What a shame that kind of number is completely lost. So it's not probably, that was the Kennedy Center premiere. The number that I played at the beginning, oh yes, the number at the beginning, the opening credit music, so to speak, is called Two Heads in the Moonlight.
Which we affectionately refer to as Two Moons in the Headlights.
Yes.
Yeah, music by Walter Donaldson. Are you talking over me? Music by Walter Donaldson, who wrote I Have to Be Nerdish a little bit more until they start champing at the bit. They're actually champing at the bit to sing more. Walter Donaldson of Carolina in the Morning, Yes Sir, That's My Baby fame, that sort of thing. And he wrote this Two Heads in the Moonlight. It is a MGM manuscript, mid-30s. What was it meant for? God knows, but it probably also was a Kennedy Center premiere. Okay?
Can I talk now? All right. So the reason I'm so excited to talk is because I have to tell...
Because she's always excited to talk.
Yes, that's right. But more so tonight than ever before, because I get to share the stage with the fabulous Doug Bowles and the other fabulous Alex Hassan. And this is a match made in heaven. Yes, they deserve it.
We really did. When we first Alex met Carrie, and Alex said, you've got to hear this woman, and we met, and we did fall in love with each other crazily, to the point that we share clothes. And I can say that I am thrilled that I outgrew that dress, because it looks damn good on her.
Thank you, dear. Look how jealous Alex is. He wants to wear it, too.
Yes.
Oh, is it time to sing?
God, I hope so.
I really do. Are we finished? Let's sing.
Okay. You don't know what you are in for.
I don't know what you are out for, but I've got a hunch you're out for no good.
You would.
Well,
You've been wasting a lot of my time, and I'm thinking it's just about high time we should have a showdown.
you mean you want the low down?
Give it to me. I claim love's a necessity.
Maybe for you, but not for me.
You can say you don't like it, but don't tell me it's bad. In some rose-covered rendezvous, I should be compromising you.
Maybe I wouldn't like it.
You would.
Don't tell me it's bad.
What do you think the hen laid an egg for?
To fry or put in a cake.
What do you think that rooster was there for? To keep the farmer away? No, you're the loser for holding out.
What have you got to crow about?
Just look at it. You can say you don't like it, but don't tell me it's bad. Wait a minute, isn't this your dance feature?
It is.
Ladies
Just
and
a minute, let me
gentlemen,
get the rhythm.
Karin Paludan. Interpret, spin, waterfall, excellent. Pick up the paper, throw it to heaven. It's just like Martha Graham, isn't it? You claim love's a necessity.
Maybe for you, but not for me.
You try to tell me, dear, you don't like it. Please, don't tell me it's bad. In some rose-covered rendezvous, I should be
Shocking!
you.
Maybe I wouldn't like
You'd love it. Don't tell me it's bad. What did that little female fowl lay an egg for?
To fry or put in a cake?
Good grief. What do you think that rooster is there for? To keep the farmer's daughter awake.
Oh.
Yes, you're the loser for holding out.
What have you got to crow about?
You can say you don't like it, but don't tell me it's bad. Lovely.
You're wonderful.
Okay, a little bit more nerdishness. That was from the 1934 musical Say When. Music by Ray Henderson, a sort of DeSilva Brown and Henderson, except ain't no DeSilva Brown in this one. And it was a song that was originally in the male part there, sung by Bob Hope.
Bob couldn't be here tonight.
Bob Hope couldn't be anywhere tonight.
Oh, poor Bob.
I'm sorry, was that rude?
It was. Please go sit down.
Oh, God.
You just say hello, but your sweet hello is more like a poem divine. I'm thrilled to the heavens of blue by the least little thing you do. You just hold my hand and then take command of all of this heart of mine. My soul is just thrilled through and through by the least little thing you do. You kiss me and I go sailing on clouds way up in the sky. The stars seem to gather round me. The moon winks his eye as I'm passing by. You whisper your love and your words of love just run through my brain like wine. I'm thrilled to the heavens of blue by the least little thing you do. Kiss me and I go sailing on clouds way up in the sky. The stars seem to gather round me. The moon winks his eye as I'm passing by. You whisper your love and your words of love just run through my brain like wine. I'm thrilled to the heavens of blue by the least little thing you do.
You have a set of toes, you have eyes and a nose, a pair of thighs, the standard mouth to feed. Your framework is complete. You have hands, couple of great feet, all the glands that you will ever need. But still your layout's not Titanic. Put together, you're no panic. You could use a good mechanic, indeed. If you could see yourself, you'd hate to be yourself. Nature played an awful trick on you. Ooh, who could adore a form so right for chloroform? Nature played an awful trick on you. To lift your face would make a surgeon flabbergasted. For goodness sake, why don't you have it blasted? Since you've no other love, Thank God for mother love. Nature played an awful trick on you. You know what, Carrie, darling?
Yes, Doug.
I got up this morning, and I looked deep into that mirror. And I thought I was gorgeous, I really did. And I said, what do you think of me, mirror? And the mirror looked back at me.
Yes?
And you know what it said?
Let me think. Help! You know, with that face, I'm surprised you got a reflection at all. Dracula.
No, it looked back at me and it said, Douglas, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. That face. Oh, that face.
You think you've got a face?
Well, look at it.
I claim it's not a face. Nature played an awful trick on you. Oh!
That's my bit.
Some men look swell in clothes. You look like hell in clothes. Nature played an awful trick on you. Your physiognomy my sympathy arouses. You ought to be employed in haunting houses.
Yes, good evening.
I can't act cynical.
Yes, you can.
Your case is clinical. Nature played an awful trick on.
Nature played a despicable trick. Nature played an awful trick on you.
Ew.
Oh, I love you, darling.
The incredibly snarky insult duet from these two characters who really like each other immensely is from a show called Everybody's Welcome, 1931. The show actually debuted a tune that went on to make it a lot more so 10 years later. Yeah, Everybody's Welcome, 1931, not Bogey Bergman. It was 10 years earlier. But that show, something like 139 heavily discounted performances. Yeah, it's funny what you read in reference books with these sort of adjective type things. So that was the last number by Manning Sherwin, who also wrote A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. Now the number before that, what was the number before that? Let's see.
I think we already talked about that one.
We already talked about
Yes,
that number?
I think we did.
Oh yeah, you want it?
Please
You
don't
want?
talk about it again.
Oh no, it's a gorgeous number. The gorgeous number you sang. You can't forget that. She forgot it too. I thought I'm getting old. Yeah, the least little thing you do is by Will Hudson, who was a band leader and arranger, better known, was my English, for Moonglow. All right. Someday we'll do a show where we'll do Moonglow and then we'll do that.
Well, I'd like to say that speaking of beautiful friendships, it's time for this friend to introduce this friend doing what he does best. Honestly.
Is that my cue?
I think it is. Try it, it'll work. Sometimes I read your eyes and I see a shadow there. Sometimes I realize that you wonder if I care. Darling, won't you please put your mind at ease? Honestly, you are my one desire. When you're near, I cuddle close to you. In my heart, you build a little fire. Honestly, you do. Honestly, if you would only love me, then my life would have a different plan. You can make another person of me. Honestly, you can. You're my inspiration. When you are happy, I am glad. You're my consolation. For each little heartache, I've had. Honestly, when shadows come to grieve me, you're the one I always hurry to. Cross my heart, I want you to believe me. Honestly, it's you. Honestly, you are my one desire. When you're near, I love to cuddle up close to you. It's so warm, you smell so nice. You build a little fire up right here, darling, you really do. Honestly, sweetheart, if you would just love me, my entire life would have a different plan. I hate to admit it, but you can make a different person of me. Honestly, you can. You're my inspiration. When you are happy, I am glad. You're my consolation for each little heartbreak I've had. Honestly, when shadows come to grieve me, you're the one I always hurry to. Cross my heart, I want you to believe me. Honestly, you do. Get your number right. My number. I'm afraid. Encourage me. Push me down there. You know, I don't have a bit of the ham in me. Oh. Dance, get to swaying, find the tempo that the band is playing and dance. Come on and dance. Dance, hit the top right, ask the boys to play your favorite number and dance. Come on and dance. Don't let the beat forget the beat, a rhythm that never halts. If you should stop doing the hop, then tell them to play your waltz. And dance, it's the top night. Grab your girl, skip, jump, and hop right into romance. Come on and dance. Come on and dance, baby. Don't let your feet forget to beat the rhythm that never halts. If you should stop doing the hop, just tell them to play a waltz and dance. Get the top night, grab a girl, skip, jump, and hop right into romance. Come on and come on and dance.
I can't tell you what a thrill it is to be able to accompany somebody in the modern era who knows how to scat. Anyway, that number.
A little bit more of that.
That number is presumably from an MGM short in the late 1930s. Music by Wright and Forrest. Wright and Forrest of Kismet, Song of Norway, and Anya fame.
And that was Rachmaninoff, wasn't it? Rachmaninoff.
You're such a good student.
Thank you
Very
so
good.
much.
You
Okay.
get an A.
Anyway, so this is from a short that probably never got filmed. Can't find a hiding her hair on the Internet Movie Database or anywhere on Love's Labor Lost, which was to be the name of this. There were 3 songs submitted to the Library of Congress for copyright, the best of which you just done heard. And right before that is somewhat even more interesting, really. Honestly, the song that you heard Doug sing is from a show in 1935 called Satellite. Satellite graced Broadway for one night. And it was by a guy named Samuel Pokras. I used to make fun of that name, but I won't do it in public. And Pokras, before he came to Tin Pan Alley, was writing songs for the Red Army overseas. Now, what do you want I should say now? Am I sticking to the script?
I think you should.
You think? And speaking of unfilmed numbers, this is the
he got
problem
it.
with a script if you don't study it often enough. Anyway, speaking of unfilmed, the next number you're going to hear from Lady Paludan is called Blue Serenade, and it was submitted to the library in the mid-30s as well, MGM. It was going to be for a film called Elegance, which never got made because Joan Crawford and Clifton Webb, the two stars, didn't get along. And Joni couldn't dance anywhere near as elegantly as Clifton. So thus, we have 5 tunes sent to the Library of Congress and ain't no movie. So, Blue Serenade. Were you going to say something about Blue Serenade? You want I should just play the beginning
I
of
think
it?
you should tell that little ditty about Bert.
Oh, yeah, I actually,
think you should.
Blue Serenade, by the way, thank you. We have to make this informal because I can't learn a script. Blue Serenade is by Burton Lane. Burton Lane of How Are Things in Glockamora and On a Clear Day You Can See Forever fame. And he goes way back even before that to songs with for Eddie Cantor in various 1930s musicals. In the late 1980s, I was invited to play piano at a party for the surviving members of the Gershwin family. And seated next to me for much, well, not much, but a good amount of the evening was Gershwin's sister, Frances. And she is warbling a few of her brother's great tunes, and I'm going, I can't believe how lucky I am. And she finishes, she gets up to go schmooze with somebody else, and she is supplanted by a woman who, in a few minutes, says, "Hi, I'm Mrs. Burton Lane, and my husband is right behind you." And I'm going, oh no, this can't be. And I'm supposed to play only Gershwin, and I had one Lane song in my repertoire. I launched into it. I took a break, went to introduce myself to Lane, and he goes, "I wrote that, didn't I?"
And he also wrote this too, and we are so glad he did.
You sing, I'm going to go look up Supplanted.
Good. No more loving like there used to be. All my dreams have been in vain. No more happiness in store for me. Life is just a sad refrain.
Sing it, girl.
Nights are getting lonely, my life's become a blue serenade. Lost my one and only, and now I hum a blue serenade. Another love is out of the question. I wouldn't know just where to start. Oh Lord above, give me a suggestion to ease my aching heart. Morning brings me sorrow, and evening brings a blue serenade. Every new tomorrow reminds me of the price I've paid. Oh Lord above, don't leave me forever with dreams that constantly fade. Give me back my lover and take away this blue serenade. Brings me sorrow, and evening brings a blue serenade. Every new tomorrow reminds me of the price I've paid. Oh love. Don't leave me forever with dreams that constantly fade. Give me back my lover and take away this blue sad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The next song we are lucky enough to hear the fabulous Alex Hassan play. It's time for his solo moment.
Oh, God.
That's Alex, dear. He's our
Yes,
pianist.
I know.
All right.
Pronounced Alex Hassan.
And it does make me say Kazam when you play. This is, the song you're going to hear is called You're a Blessing to Me, and it's from a 1934 Paramount flick called Here Is My Heart, starring Bing Crosby and Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, I love Kitty Carlisle.
Yes, and that's before she added the heart, evidently.
She
Kitty
was
Carlisle
living with
heart.
just a pancreas at that
Yes,
time.
I guess so. Yes, that's true. Well, the song is written by Ralph Ranger, and he penned, among other things. Boy, you make me
I don't know. I made
speechless.
myself laugh. I'm enjoying
I know.
myself so much tonight.
It's so much fun.
I hope the doors are
believe-
locked.
Yes. Well, you know, I think
I've
he
lost
wrote
you.
Love and Bloom. Is that right?
Or in bloomers,
In
depending on the
Bloomers,
day.
yes, that looks like it.
Yes,
I think
and
it's
it was
your
either
turn.
cut or unused.
Yes, that's
Yes.
terrible.
And
That's
now
such
I
a beautiful
talk?
song. Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Actually, we give each other a lot of hell. I give them more hell than they give me, but anyway. We're really gifted. I'm going to take a moment and be completely serious now and say that Alex Hassan is incorrigible and impossible, and I hate working with him. But no, we're going to give him a chance to play. What you have sitting in front of you here is probably one of maybe 4 or 5 people left in the world who really understand how to play the popular music of the 30s on the piano in a fully orchestrated style, in a virtuosic way, and as Alex and Carrie and I like to say, we sing this music the way we do because we are totally immersed. And he is. I hope you're immersed in joy as you hear him play the piano. Is it Alex Hassan, ladies and gentlemen.
Just very briefly, this number probably is not anywhere in that movie. It's just another one of these lonely manuscripts at the Library of Congress that I thought, my, this melody is wonderful. But then we read through it again lyrically. Here goes.
play it again. That hot refrain, that snappy strain, 'cause I'm dying to step. I've got a rep for lots of pep. Don't send them away. Tell them to stay. Tell them to play that sweet new melody. Do it for me. I want to be just low down, low down. Don't tell me to slow down. I'm saying when they start playing that red-hot rhythm, you'll find me with them. New tunes, blue tunes. Just give me a few tunes to jazz to. If someone has to put pepper in it, then I'll begin it. I love all the din that put the sin in syncopation. I do now and then get a begin for any smooth sensation. Bach and Chopin can't give me what jazz can. No new kick, I like my music low down. Ouch. I love all the din that put the sin in syncopation. I do now and then get a begin for any sweet sensation. Bach and Chopin can't give me what jazz can. No new kick, I like my music low down. What did I down? It's hot up here. That music was brought to you by Dulcolax, the gentle laxative, ladies and gentlemen.
You seem pretty smooth
It
to
was
me.
a smooth-moving thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes. And I'm just dying to share with you that was sung in the original 1930 movie, Madam Satan. And it was sung by the delightful, delirious, marvelous Miss Lillian Roth, who sang it on top of a piano with her legs defying gravity. I'll let your mind take you wherever it will. And guess where that piano was, my friends? Oh, on a dirigible. A blimp. She performed the number on a blimp. Isn't that amazing? I bet you don't know who Lillian Roth is, do you? And if you don't know who Lillian Roth is, you might remember a movie called I'll Cry Tomorrow, which featured Susan Hayward, who was playing in the life story of Lillian Roth. And if you don't know who Susan Hayward was, get out.
He means it.
I'm serious, people.
Are you finished?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Now, the next haunting number, that's, of course, assuming that the last number was haunting. No. The next is a haunting number that was premiered in a 1930s Cotton Club review by the lovely singer-actress Nina Mae McKinney. And it is by a guy named Rube Bloom. Rube Bloom plays Blue Room. No. Rube Bloom, who is better known for the song Fools Rush In. And I think I'm forgetting to say something about this. Oh, yeah, it was recorded later on by Lena Horne. All of these factoids. I usually remember these things, but I'm getting old.
Sing it, baby.
Thank you. It's gonna rain any minute. There's not a star in sight. Things are mighty slow. I guess I'll close up shop and go home to Joe. I know he won't be glad to see me without a penny to the good. But I'm not caring much what happens. I did the best I could. He's just good for nothing, Joe, but I love him so. Guess I'd die if good for nothing, Joe ever tried to leave me flat. Oh yes, I'm certain of that. Folks I know can't understand why I must have that. thrills me like nobody can. Ain't a woman just like that. I wouldn't mind doing what I'm doing. I'd work and slave till my hands were sore. But gee, I know when I go home to him, instead of a sympathy, he's just as mean as can be. Still, there's nothing I can do, because I love him so. I'd be good for nothing too, I know, without good for nothing joy. I'd be good for nothing too, I know, without good for nothing joy.
I'm not romantic. I guess I'm too blasé, but still someday my heart may sing a song when that certain woman comes along. I have no courage when I begin to speak. My words seem weak, but maybe they'll be strong when that certain woman comes along. I never gaze up at the planets. I don't know Jupiter from Mars. For to me, they're merely planets. To sweethearts, they're the stars. I'm not romantic. It's great to be alone, be on my own, but I may find I'm wrong when that certain woman comes along. When that certain woman comes along. When that certain woman comes along, I never gaze up at the planets. I don't know Jupiter from Mars, for to me they're merely planets. To sweethearts, they're the stars. I'm not romantic. It's great to be alone, be on my own, but I may find I'm wrong when that certain woman comes along.
That Certain Woman is a 1937 Warner Brothers flick with Betty Davis and Henry Fonda, music by Harry Warren. Before Harry Warren became Harry Warren, he was Salvatore Guaragna. Salvatore Guaragna probably wouldn't have ended up writing every other hit tune of the 30s and 40s, so Harry Warren wrote every other hit tune of the 30s and 40s. Lady, gent?
You know what? Alex. I mean, no, you're Doug.
I'm Doug.
Oh, you know
You're
what they
Alex.
say, sopranos, you have to leave some room for the high notes.
Oh, my.
Yes.
And you know, I must say, I love working with her. When we were dancing earlier, you know, and I had my head on her chest, I swear I could hear the ocean. I could.
Yes, it's that good support.
The waves wafting onto
Yes,
the shore.
waves of sound.
You know, it's been a long time since we
Sung a duet.
sung it.
We've sung
Well,
it.
and we sang it,
I think it was
too.
40 minutes.
I must be a teacher. No,
Yeah.
it was 38 minutes and 62 seconds
Oh,
ago.
my.
And you know what? I've got one in mind. And what a duet, and that's a cue.
Oh, I probably forgot something else, too. But
That's all right.
It is.
We'll put it in the midnight show.
Day after day, you go your way. How little you care we're apart. Not one regret, not one, and yet there's no forgetting within my heart. Little you know how much I care. Little you know the torch I bear. Time and again feeling low. Little you know. Little you know how true I've been. Little you know how blue I've been. How you have worried me. Oh, little you know. Many a tear I shed for you. Many a prayer I said for you. Little you know of my prayer. Somehow it doesn't seem fair. Many a lie I'd lie for you. Many a cry I cried for you. Little you know, and so little you care.
Night after night, you're out of sight, with never a thought how I feel. You'll never find what's on my mind. No, the loneliness I can see. Little you know how much I care. Little you know the torch I bear. Time and again feeling low. Little you know. Little you know how true I've been. Little you know how blue I've been. How you have worried me. Oh, how little you know. Many a tear I shed for you. Many a prayer I said for you. Little you know of my prayer? Somehow it doesn't seem fair. Many a lie I lied for you. Many a cry I cried for you. Little you know, and so little you care.
Many a lie I lie for you.
Many a cry I cried for you. Little you know, and so little you care.
Music by Milton Ager, better known for
Silent Night. I love that song.
Yes, Silent Night.
I love to go swimming with bow-legged women.
Next.
Ooh, I think this is that one thing. Yes, now for something completely
Oh,
different.
Lord.
Am I in love? Did I get my man? Boy, you said it. Give me credit. He's a real Tarzan. That moon above does things to my form. Please excuse it if I use it. Keep that music warm. Got a pair of hips that won't behave. Got a pair of lips that want to rave. Heading for a hula holiday. 2 hips and 1 hooray. Got a loving man to go with me on a honeymoon in Waikiki. Heading for a hula holiday. 2 hips and 1 hooray. Is love my favorite pastime? You'd be surprised. It seems too good to last time. Hip, hip, hypnotized when a certain pair of eyes lean into mine. Even paradise is less divine. Heading for a hula holiday. 2 hips and 1 hooray. Oh, 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 holiday. Oh, 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 holiday. Is love my favorite pastime? You'd be surprised. It seems too good to last time. Hip, hip, hypnotized. Two hips and 1 hooray. Holiday.
That most elegant number
Yes.
is from Paramount's big hit of 1934, Come On Marines.
Love that one,
And that's
dear.
with Ida Lupino and Richard Arlen. And the Marines are supposed to rescue a bunch of children who have been kidnapped and somewhere in the middle of the Filipino jungle.
Tell 'em what happened.
Yes, and just as they burst through the underbrush and push away the reeds to clear their way into the lagoon, they encounter a bevy of corn-fed Midwestern broads in platinum blonde wigs. Welcome to America.
I I forgot my wig.
No, you... Oh, yes, I think you did.
Oh, my, yes. Are my roots showing?
No.
Okay, let's go.
One more nerdish interjection.
Okay.
Music by Ralph Ranger yet again. It was the piano solo I did in the middle, You're a Blessing to Me. This is also another Ranger tune, and Ralphie also wrote...
And speaking of thanks for the memories, thank you for the memories, and we also want to give a big thank you to the fabulous Kennedy Center, to Diana Ezerins and Wesley Lowell, and...
And we'd also like to give a shout out to Matt Kattenberg, who made a lot of this possible. Matt's not able to be with us tonight. To our sound people, dear God be with me, Evan and Greg, and to the videographers, Kyle, Connie, and Allison, on whom we were to lay the blame if anything was to go wrong tonight.
Yes.
And we always have to thank our baggage handler, Helena Handcart,
Yes.
and unfortunately, the makeup artist who couldn't be here tonight, Sammy Hatchet-Face Tomahawk.
Thank you. Well, are you sure?
Oh, no, she definitely wasn't able to be here tonight.
Well...
Oh, but you know, there is one more tune we'd like to
Yes,
give you.
exactly.
In fact, you may not want it, but we're going to give it to you anyway. I told you they locked the doors. This last tune is the perfect coalescence of all the elements that brought this whole program together. I mean, imagine this thing starting with Alex crawling around in the library, literally crawling around in the Library of Congress. He went over to the Library of Congress one Saturday morning, which he is wont to do, and he found this lovely number called You've Got That Certain Something.
Yes.
Right? With lyrics by Wright and Forrest, music by Walter Donaldson. He brought it back, and Carrie loved it, and so did I. Well, we got into a battle over this number, and I threatened to scratch her eyes out. And so Alex went back to the Library of Congress, and in a separate section of the catalog, he found the same tune 2 years later had been used with a separate set of lyrics by Harold Adamson. The title of it is I'd Hate to Tell You. And so I got those lyrics. So tonight, our final number is not only a song you've never heard, it's a song done like its original composer and lyricists never heard it. We have created a duet, and it is here for you. God bless you all.
Thank you,
You're so
everyone,
dear
so
and
much.
sweet.
It's been such an honor to sing for you
Yes.
tonight. And here we have it. You've got a certain something, and I'd hate to tell you.
I'd hate to tell you.
Is that a cue?
Hit
That's
it,
it.
maestro. Surely the Greeks had a word for you, a word that you never have heard for you, some sweet nothing that no one whispers today.
Acidophilus.
I'd like to locate the noun or verb that means you're sublime, you're sincere, superb. Baby, it would convey
Sing it, baby.
all that I'm trying to say. You've got a certain delectable something that dreams are made of, some sort of sweet, undetectable something that I'm afraid of. Whenever I try to express it, it's funny, but I must confess it. I mess it, suppress it, you guess it, and bless it. I feel so absurd. I don't know the word, daddly-daddy.
Breathe.
You've got a new indefinable something that I have need of. Some sort of strange and unrhymable something I'm never freed of. And even if I fail to spot it, whatever it is, babe, you've got it. You've got it. A certain excuse to be glad about something that's driving me mad about you.
I'd hate to tell you just how many tears I have shed without you. I'd hate to tell you the terrible things that I've said about you. I know that it isn't my nature to always keep saying, I love you, I hate you, I hate you, I love you, I love you. But what can I do? What can I do? La, 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 la. I'd hate to tell you the people who told me that you deceive me. I'd like to tell them it just didn't matter, but who'd believe me? I swore by the heavens above you. I hate to keep saying I hate you, I love you, and what would I do if I knew that you weren't sincere? I'd hate to tell you, dear. Oh no. Are you going to punish me? I'd hate to tell you just how many tears I have shed without you. I'd hate to tell you the terrible things that I've said about you. I know that it isn't my nature.
It's funny, but I must
I love you, I hate you, I hate you,
I love it,
I love you. But what can I do?
What can I do?
I'd like to tell you the people who told me that
I had needed.
I'd like to tell them it just didn't matter, but who believed me? I swore by the heavens upon you. I hate to keep saying I hate you, I love you, and what would I do if I knew that you weren't sincere? I hate to tell you,
I love you,
I hate you,
I hate you,
I love you. It's driving me mad about you. We should go out and bounce. Come on, darling.